My friends, we have lighted the rose candle to signify the third Sunday of Advent. And as you know, the tone of the liturgy has changed because now we do not wait in vain. We wait with joy. We rejoice at our waiting because the Lord guarantees His coming, and light and salvation will come to us. And so that is the spirit from the Latin word gaudium, where we are called to rejoice, gaudete. We are called to rejoice because the promise of God's coming will be fulfilled. And so we will reflect on this one very important phenomenon which we experience every moment in our lives. I'm talking about waiting. Waiting. The spirituality of waiting. You know, when we hear the word wait, we immediately feel sad and mad because we don't like to wait, right? Especially Americans. We want everything fast, instant. And when we call, in the phone conversation, when they tell us, please hold, we are really tempted to say, no, I don't want to hold. I want to talk to somebody immediately. So everything is instant. That is the culture of our times. We want things fast and easy. That is why we have instant coffee, instant tea, instant rebate, instant replay. Everything should be instant. That is why we get mad and we are frustrated because we really have no choice. We have to wait. And talk about waiting. God is a perfect example of someone who knows how to wait. Remember that story of the prodigal son who left the house, took his inheritance and squandered it? Every day, the father was looking out of the window, looking at the distant, waiting for the son to come back. God is a perfect example of waiting. When He makes a promise, in the Bible, it takes centuries and centuries for the unfolding of that promise until it is fulfilled. He knows how to wait. This is something we have to learn in life. The importance of learning how to wait. Now, this is central in our lives. The reason why we don't like to wait because it is unpleasant, especially when someone you are expecting, you don't know, you are not sure when he is coming. The perfect example of this is at the airport. When a friend tells you, please pick me up at the airport, and the flight is delayed. There's a change of flight. And then you get the call, and he's still waiting in the other airport, and they are still fixing the plane and fixing the trip. What do you feel? Butterflies in your stomach. You're so uneasy, you walk back and forth, sweating in your forehead, mad and frustrated because you don't know how long you will stay there. Waiting is painful. It's painful to wait. You know, especially when you are not sure when the thing you are expecting is coming. There is uncertainty in life when you wait. That's why you hate it. But you know, talking about waiting, life is waiting. Things don't happen instantly. We have no choice. Let's start from the very beginning, okay? A man and woman, they get married. And they're so happy because now they are married and they will have a family. No, you have to wait 9 months for the baby. 9 months. When the baby is born, you're so happy. Now you have a child, you know, with all the dreams and expectations, but day in, day out, you have to wait for the baby to grow until he is ready for school. All of these are all waiting for the needs of the baby and everything. Now, your child goes to school and you're so happy because now he will get education. You have to wait. Several stages of formation from kinder to elementary, middle school, high school, and you know, you go to college and you think you are now waiting for graduation and you're so happy, it's over. No, it's not over. You have to get a job, right? And so in-service training, seminars, and all kinds of instructions for your job, and you finally report for employment. And you're so thrilled and happy, but what do you do there? Every day, report to work, punch in, punch out, waiting for your check for years and years and years, and you look out of the window from your office, and finally you say, in 2 years, I'll retire. Go to the villages. What happens? So, I'm done, you know, I'm retired, I have nothing to do. What do you do there in your house? Aside from golf, you look out of the window every day, waiting. As you grow older and older and older, waiting until the 911 call. Then the ambulance comes, they bring you to the emergency room. What do you do there? You wait again, you know, waiting. I've experienced that. It took me 6 hours before they admitted me, waiting there in the lobby, you know, with all everybody checking your vitals, everybody rushing, waiting. Well, you survive this time. You go home and you wait again, you know. And then the second time, ambulance coming again, rushing. This time, you don't make it. So what do you do? What do? They prepare you, put you in a box, in a place with lighted candles and music, and wait again. You know, until people view you, look at you, waiting. And then you're scheduled for Mass here in St. Vincent de Paul. We wait for you. You know, we prepare here, our ministry prepares. And then, when it is over, they send you to a place where, you know, the place called cemetery, which actually from Greek word, which from the verb koimeio, which means to sleep. So what do you do there? You sleep and wait. Okay? Until the Lord Jesus will call you for appointment and meet with you and have accounting about your life. And then he tells you, welcome, welcome to heaven. The only time you stop waiting is when you go back to the bosom of God where you came from. Now you're really done. No more waiting. You are home. But all our lives is waiting. You only stop waiting when you're back home with God. But life is all waiting, which means that life is all Advent. Every moment is Advent. Waiting. From the moment we are born until we go home back to God, it's all Advent. The mixture of emotions, the anger, the frustration, the joys, that's life. That's what life is. Life is Advent. That is the center and the meaning of the season. But our waiting is not in vain, because we have a faithful God who guarantees us that we are not expecting something in vain. That's why we hope, because there is light and salvation that God will give us. Our waiting is not in vain. We become mad and angry only if we are frustrated because we are not sure about our waiting. This Sunday, which is Gaudete Sunday, we are called to rejoice because God will fulfill His promise, though in the meantime we have to wait. I'm sure of anything except this one, that God is a faithful God. Trust in the faithfulness of God. Look at your life. From the moment, the struggles and the uncertainties and the pains, but then every milestone of our lives, God appears. God shows Himself and fulfills His promise. He is a faithful God. That is the only reason why we rejoice, because God fulfills His promise. That is the end of the homily today.